I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA's Daily Review. Today is Monday, September 18, 2023. So we had this indecisive day. We did build some resistance and liquidity above. We decided to take out liquidity above and below and then finish with going above. So basically we opened up here, we retraced lower, we took out the previous day's low, which would have been Friday. Marked it right here because it was a little too close. It's obvious that it's going to probably come down. Where this leg right here, when is it finished coming down as far as a lower low and lower high leg? We look at the control fib here. Pretty much, to make this simple, we're just consolidating. We're sitting around the 50 and it's consolidating. We did that all last week as well, except for this big Thursday and big buy Thursday and sell Friday, right? Coming right back to the same area. So, and if you look on the oversold, is this done yet? Obviously not, because it needs to come lower. I have rarely seen it hit an oversold area and then go all the way back up from here without coming lower. So I'm not saying anything yet, but if you look at this fib here, this is a control fib. This is also one. And we retraced when we closed Friday last week. We were sitting at a 61. And then what we did was we came lower to the 70 for this fib right here. So, you'll see that we didn't take out last week's low, which we were very close. It'll make sense on lower time frames. Let's take a look at that now. So, we opened up here. All right, and then remember, if you can recall, obviously on Friday, there's our structure here: lower low, lower high, a low, and we close. Okay, so this is very key to understand how today worked. And today didn't work the way I wanted it to. So a little upset with myself, but at the same time, this is happening every day, no big deal. We'll take a look here. So we open up, we gap, we come up here, 3 drives. Boom. We don't take out that high. So this is the very key that you need to know. So when they're breaking down here in London, they're bringing it down. They already take out this low of Friday at 7:50 a.m. Eastern time. So this is what threw me off a little bit. And then Nas and S&P kind of threw me off as well, which I'll explain in a second. So with that being said, I wake up here. I'm ready by 9 o'clock, literally. I got to go in a smaller time frame for this, but we already take out that low. So to me, that's like great. You know, we took out that low. I'm expecting to break above this high right here, because this is, if I squinch it up, take a look, lower low, lower high. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So that's in control. This price is in control, right? So we come down and we take out that low. So I look at this as lower low, lower high, lower low. Okay, so that's where I'm at. I'm expecting to break up. So, but Dow wanted to be dirty today, and that's why things got thrown off a little bit. So let me just go into a smaller time frame, and this will make more sense. I'm going to go to a 30-second here, and this will make more sense even on a lower time frame. So here's the deal. Again, we take out that low, right? And then I'm ready by 9 o'clock. Sure enough, right here, 9:09, I get the retrace back into this imbalance. These 2 down candles. Look at the level of that first down candle, the open. It's the same level as this. So even on a 10-second, it shows better here, but pretty much get a pattern that I like, and I look at this as a support. Remember, we took out this low already. Then we buy from here. So I'm already in the buys, and then 9:30 happens. Okay, again, the problem with this is why I don't want to screenshot, man, because it really affects my trading, dude. And I'll just show this, but I'm not gonna really do it anymore, man. It's not it's not good for me. So anyways, this is the logic right here. I get traded. I get it literally taps. Oh, this is I think a 10-second. It literally taps those 2 down candles I was talking about, and I push the button. Literally. I mean, there's no really confirmation here for me, but it does come above and then come right back, but I'm already in because of this right here. So once it's going, obviously I put my stop loss above, but it was below here. So I'm instant profit. And then sure enough, I want to screenshot this shit up here, and I pretty much got a 3 drives pattern. I'm using this fib for here, for now, from here to here. It retraces, takes out people who were buying at 930, but it does stay at the 61. So, and we're at the open of the week. This is another situation like last week, that we're going to be visiting this open of the week more than you would like, probably. But anyways, so I use this fib. Perfect. Comes up, retraces, perfect. Now 1, 2, 3 drives. Okay, so now I'm trying to screenshot this. Want to take the profit here, but if you take a look at this while we're at this screenshot, look at the high right here. This high is the same level as this high, but it does not take out that high, and because of that, we have a risk of it coming lower again. Why? Because this is the lower low. That's the lower high. All this shit in between is bullshit. Lower low, lower high, lower low, right? When we come up here, this is actually also a lower high. Why? Because it doesn't break that high. Okay, that lower high, it doesn't break that. All we did was we come up here and we come to an even level. So I'm like, oh, fuck. So at this time, while I'm screenshotting and thinking of it, all this and that, I missed the sell. So why I don't want to be doing screenshots and shit. Anyway, so here it is. Now, the good thing is I took this profit out. That's number one. But you'll see how this ended up panning out. Really dirty on their part, but I did understand what they were doing. Plus, when you have a high here and a high here that's an equal high, there's a lot of liquidity. Plus that, I know we're coming back up here, but it's not on my time, and this is how they ended up playing it. So, take a look here. Where are we here? Okay, so price comes up. This is a 30 second. So it was on a 10-second, but so price comes up right here, as I just explained, pops up. Okay, take the trade. Now I want to take this sell. I miss it. So it retraces back here. At this point, I'm not really focused, and I'm kind of pissed, to be honest with you. But when the price retraces, I got a fib here. Okay, so which, yes, fibs do fail, but I stretch this fib out, right? So I'm looking at this like, okay, retrace all the way back. We're still really at a 79. We did get into this imbalance and these down candles. Okay, cool, we're going to buy. Because at this point, this is 943. If you take a look at S&P and NAS, they go up. See how they went up? See right here, they go up. We came down. So we were the weaker asset. We were also the crack in the correlation asset. Hey, what can I do? Happens to be it. So I was looking for it to kind of roll together and be congruent, but we got fucked pretty much. Basically, at the end of the day. And when this was selling, so we came up and we took out the high. S&P did not, and NAS did. So S&P was the crack in us coming down, right? So anyways, that's to give you framework here, okay? Now, with that understanding, of course, I do take this buy and it lose right here, all right? So lose here. Price was coming down aggressively. Should have known to take it out even quicker, but it's okay. It wasn't that big of a loss. And then what do I understand? That this is lower low, lower high. Because remember, this does not take out that fucking high right there. So what I should have done is obviously I should have caught the sell. So I wasn't even in the groove, but I probably still would have took this loss right here. So buy, sell, buy. I was hoping to get up here because now we got equal highs. Everybody else did, but we didn't, right? So when that didn't happen, I should have realized also that this is probably going to be a sell for a lower low leg, which you can see it. You can see it. This is higher high leg, lower low leg. And pretty much, to make this simple, they just came down one more time. You know what I mean? They took out liquidity. Now, when the price is coming down, I could have took the sell even here, because I missed it, but I wasn't in tune yet. Then the price broke down here, retraced. That was another sell. You got lower, low, lower high. You got 3 drives coming down. At this point, I am waiting. I'm done. I'm not fucking with them. I see how dirty they're doing us. So I leave it alone and I wait for them to retrace. Now, here's the thing. Remember, we're going to retrace. We have this control fib right here, right? From here to down here. We have that 70 sitting right there. So I'm like, okay, they want to take out liquidity and hit and come to the 70. When we were coming down here, let me open this up. When we're coming down here, we have that low, which is from last week. So I'm like, oh, they're going to probably take that out. Okay, but if they don't, I'm still buying it. Why? Because I can see S&P and NAS fucking going up. And at this point, we have a crack here, right? Because they have higher lows in both their assets, right? So I'm definitely buying here. Matter of when. So I was sitting here debating. Okay, so while the price is sitting right here, I'm debating, are we gonna come? We already hit this 70 level. Okay, we already hit this 70 level. Are they gonna take this low out? Okay, well, they don't. And I'm like, it's okay. I'm still gonna buy it. What do I get? I get my pattern. Beautiful, beautiful candle. I mean, study this. Look at this. Now, right here, this is an opportunity to buy as well. And this is a second drive. So you could have took this and I wouldn't have been mad at you. I do take this and take another loss. Okay, because I'm antsy at this point for missing this. But it's okay. It's not a big deal. But price comes down a third time. You got 3 drives. I get my pattern. This is a no-brainer. Definitely probably going to work trade. Okay, so when you're taking this trade, here's my idea and what I'm doing. I know for a fact I'm taking it to this high right here because this is where it cracked, it retraced, and everybody should have caught that sell. Okay, I didn't. Okay, and whatever. I'm taking this trade to at least here. So price does that. And then I take a measurement. I take the profit out and I'm good. So here's what I do. I end up taking so before I show you this fib, because this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking to make a leg up above here and then sell it back into a retrace. This is my system. This is what I look for every single day. I was doing that actually here, but they decided to come down on us. So let me move the fib here real quick to show you my logic. So I did this. I took the price up, knew we were going to take out that high. Yes, I want to come above, but I don't know if it's going to happen, especially with Dow, man. They've been on some bullshit. So take the trade up to here and boom, take the profit, hits it nicely. I do not take a sell, which I would normally take a sell, but I know we want to come up here. So I'm going to guarantee the profits, and I wasn't sure if they'd take out this low again, but I was more confident knowing that they wouldn't take this low out and that we were going to just slowly come up and come above here. It's early in the day still and all that type of shit, right? So anyways, price retraces and look, it never even hits the 50. All right, so super suspect. Look how close it gets. That's one of the reasons why I like to take the trade literally above the 50, or if I'm selling into a 50, just take it out because it's possible that they be shady like they did today and not get it. So here's what happens. You would think that I would take this buy, and I did not. Okay, so I'm chilling, I'm sitting back, I'm like, let me see something else, and I'm good, man. I'm not trying to be thirsty. So my thing is some people might think I'm chasing price. No, I'm more following price. I'll put it that way. And it makes more sense for me to follow price, right? But anyways, so take this trade out, retraces, doesn't hit the 50. And this is very uncommon for me to do, okay? The price is constantly bullish candles. We're above the open. We come up right here. We retrace with a down candle. Look, it's the first down candle that you see right there. See that? So what I do, I said, you know what? They're going to bust through this thing, and we're going to be going on to the next leg here to make the final higher low to higher high is what I'm trying to build here, or what I'm trying to make. I take the trade right here, and I swear it worked out beautifully. Because why? Why did it do it? Well, we have a down candle, so price then goes above it and retraces right back into that down candle with an imbalance. You see that? And sure enough, the price held. I have my stop loss actually here. I don't know why it's so low. I had it here. Yep, right there. So, and keep in mind, I understand that this is an equal high right here with there. And I got that liquidity there. So I'm not confused here about where it's going. I know it's going up, but I don't catch it here. So, and to be honest with you, it shot really quick. And I was like, okay, I got you. Because in general, what you're going to do is you're going to just bust through this anyway. If you look at the actual candlesticks themselves, they're telling you the story. It's constantly bullish. No down candles. Boom, we get a down candle that holds. If it's gonna be order flow, I'm gonna demand that this down candle hold price. Sure enough, it comes to the T. Perfect. I'm in the trade going in, and let me tell you something. This is a confidence trade. This is a trade that that this is not something that I normally would do. But because I understand my system of trying to make a higher low to higher high, this is what made me give the confidence of getting in here. And it's early. It is London time, and you should be done, to be honest with you. But I know that we were coming up here because they told on themselves with this equal high from here and here. So that's how I looked at it. And also I looked at it like, okay, we came up to take out that liquidity, right? But not up here, but most of here, right? Now they came down here to wipe out that liquidity. Okay, job well done down here. There's no reason to be coming down here. Our reasoning is to be coming up here, and slowly we want to be kind of bullish and get up into all this imbalance. Some of the imbalance sitting right there. If you look on the 1 hour, you see that between here. And what was driving me up was also this imbalance right there. And you had a supply here. On the 15-minute, you can see it very obvious. Big, look at this, big down candle here. And I'm taking this, I want to take this buy up to, what do you call it? On the 1 hour, you can see I didn't use the 15-minute, which I should have, but I used the 1 hour, and it was right there up to seal that price right there. And then this trade is taken out. Okay, so now I've got accomplished my higher low to higher high. Now the fib is obviously here. Okay, and watch this shit. This is what I look for every day. Okay, cool. We got a range. I've identified it. When it's coming up, I know it's gonna give you the 3 drives up. Let me go to a 1 minute from here. Let me just go to a 1 minute so this can look easier. Watch this shit. And this is what really pissed me off for today. So I get my higher low to higher high. Okay, so you got this 1 drive up. It's above that high. 1 drive, 2 drives. You got to count all this. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got to count all that as a second drive. If you took the trade here, then I wouldn't have been mad at you either, because you did seal price here on the 15-minute. So, but I know that they're going to manipulate and not let you catch this bitch. So they came up one more time. So 1, 2, 3. Watch this. So I got my fib from here to here, and I know, I'm 1000% sure that I'm selling it down into the 50 to the open of the actual week again, and could be possibly a little lower. We have that low right there, but that would most likely be protected. So that wouldn't have been have took it out here. I would have took it out definitely here. There's no reason to be right. But here's what they did. When on the third drive up, I get into the trade. I take the sell. Okay. Now it's fucking lunchtime and I want to be at lunch. Okay. I want to go eat lunch and I don't want to be tripping. I take this trade right here at 12:30 because 12:30 is a good time for a reversal as well on lunch. Look closely here. These bastards, I make a mistake and put my stop loss too tight. So the price comes in, I'm good. I'm still in there. This is what gets me the trade. No problem. This is last up candle right there. See that? So the stop loss is supposed to be right there on top of that block. When it comes low, all right, and it comes back up here and it comes down, I'm like, all right, cool. I put my stop loss right fucking there on that block. Look at that block right there. See this last up block right here? It should not go above this block, but we are a slave to this block right here. This is the control block. So I'm supposed to keep my stop loss here. This bitch popped up right here and took me out and then ran. And I said, I was so pissed. Now I knew we were still coming in here, but just in case, because this is pretty high. This is really manipulative, really squeezing people out on purpose. And I was just in case that the price here, you see how we have this resistance now turns support. I was afraid that they might use this and to go up one more time and that be the real range. So when they took me out, I said, I'm done. Sure enough, guess what? It came right to where I fucking thought. So I did not catch this. I'm only showing this here just to show you my logic was still right and to, still trust your analysis. And what I could have done was I could have waited for it to break down, which is the real break, retracing back up into this imbalance right there. There's also a gap right there. Can you see that? See that little gap right there? See that little gap right there? Pops right to it, and I could have been patient. But at this point, I'm done, dude. I'm upset with the day, but I'm not like really upset. But I am upset at the same time. I'm proud of myself. I still did a good job, and this and that. But I'm just kind of, I was disappointed in the day, man, because I expected much more, and I wanted this damn trade. And sure enough, look where it came right to underneath the open. Then it came to a 7. No, it didn't come to a 70. It stayed at the 61, but it did inch down into this block and pretty much ceiling price, getting into this gap right here. And we tapped and we closed and we settled right here. So this is the day, man. And then as far as dollar goes, dollar is still playing around, but it was peaking here when we were buying. So this was the momentum of it coming down was us coming up. But and then that was their retracement right here. But so this is where we're at right now, man. And then but how I wanted the day to pan out was exactly like ES. This is what I was looking for, actually. Or at the least, I would have been okay with NAS because it came up, it made its drives up and it retraced. And then it made another one and it retraced. And this is, I'm okay with this. But this was dirty. But when the level was here, I was very confident in coming up. But I wasn't sure if they'd take out that high because at this point they had higher highs and what's it called? NAS ended up coming up. We came up too, but it was just dirty for me. I just couldn't really focus on it. But this is a day, if I squinch this up, this is a day that looks like it's going to want to keep going up because usually we'll get like this manipulative extra drive down and then you'll get this pop up above, which is basically breaking structure. And it's retracing back to make a higher low and we're looking for another higher high. So I'm expecting that to still happen, but let me tell you something. There's FOMC on Wednesday. Tomorrow's going to be a little tricky too. We are consolidating. If I had to just follow the regular plan, I'm expecting, flow like this, higher high, higher low. we've already made our leg down and we popped above, like as a displacement. This is how I was also trying to look at it, like we were going to build a displacement. And you can see it here, but it's a very shallow displacement. It's a small range displacement. I would have wanted to see more energy, but at the same time it qualifies, so I got to leave it alone. But what I'm expecting now is we're in this fib here. All right, we have came lower. So now we opened up right now, and do we come down one more time? This is a lower low, lower high leg. So you're gonna want to see something go above here to then retrace back to then continue coming up. And that's what I'm kind of looking for. And look how they do it. Look at the end of the day, they at 4 o'clock, they bring the price right here. So they were controlling price all day. So I was very impatient and they were taking forever. So that's kind of that. But, going back to what I see tomorrow, does this low hold? So we have that higher low and that higher low right there. They didn't take that out. So, and as you see, this 4-hour candle, when the 4-hour candle came up, they were holding price all this time, and then they retraced it. And I knew this next 4-hour candle, which was the 2 o'clock candle, that they were going to come down and retrace. And that's what I was looking for. I was looking for, this is that 4-hour coming up and then coming down, and then 2 o'clock here. Where is it? Right here. 2 o'clock basically put a wick up and then retraced and came down. So that's exactly what I was expecting, to be honest. So we came up and then we retraced back with this 4-hour candle, and then it closed. End of the day, they kept the price here. Now it's an indecisive day right there. Very small range. So I will say this, we're expecting a big range tomorrow. Definitely big range tomorrow, because look how small that range is. I mean, that's probably one of the smallest ranges we've had, like that one right there. But other than that, that's a very small range. So we're gonna get a big ass range this coming up today, Tuesday, and then Wednesday's obviously gonna be massive. So I mean, I have to still roll with this. Now this is tricky because we didn't take out that low. We didn't come down in an oversold area. I don't see it just shooting up from here. That would be like a Wednesday scenario, but I don't know. I think they could still possibly come down a little bit lower. I don't know what's going to happen with Asia London. It's going to be a little while, but I'm still going to look for this same idea that you saw today. I'm still going to look for that tomorrow. So yeah. All right. Hope this helps you guys. Take care and God bless.